Hey guys, what's up? The Texas Vapor Squad here, and today I'll be reviewing a juice. Now, this juice is some really good stuff. It's made by Northland Vapor Company. They are making all of this in Fargo, North Dakota. They are relatively unknown, you know, most all other companies until they get into a good vape shop or, this or that. It's kind of based on community. If a vapor shop near you sells it, if, a lot of people were talking about it on the internet, but this one, they just got rebought by another company. And so they claim to have better service, better juice, the whole 9 yards. And I gotta say, this stuff, it's amazing. I mean, if you're that fruit junkie that loves your peach, citrus, kind of tastes like tropical, this is the stuff for you. It's kind of like another juice called Overdrive, 0.15 coil in here. And this thing just chucks. And this juice works so well with high vapor setups. I mean, RDAs, I run it on my RDA. I run an Alliance RDA with all kinds of coils, depending on what I feel like building at the moment, or what I feel like cloud producing, or, if I feel like chucking some clouds, or I feel like vapor at the time. It all comes into play. But this is going to be for you guys that love to throw the cloud like at competitions, but, don't want that negative effect of that throat hit from the PG. So, it's great. I've got the 3 milligram bottle right here. This is the Jungle juice, and it is phenomenal. I've never heard of the company before this, and I can already say I will probably end up getting some more juice. I mean, this is great stuff. They also include this nice little born on 7/18/17, just to let you know that it's not made and frozen, or made and refrigerated and then sold 3-4 months later. It's phenomenal. They really do great work with these juices. They make sure it's always fresh. They make sure it's always the best ingredients. They use hardly any additives whatsoever, except for, of course, the flavoring. But it is also, too, as organic as possible. So that way, you ain't got none of that negative stuff in you. Because when you're chucking clouds, that's the least thing you want is, get a juice and it's got all this crap in it to make it, taste good. But in reality, you might as well go smoke you a cigarette on the side of the house or something. It's phenomenal. It is a great juice. This is the 120 ml bottle. As you can see, that is a monster. Now, one of the cons I have with this is this tip right here. This is a monstrous tip. I mean, like, you can see it, like, that's my finger, and I'm a big guy, I'm 6'4". That is a huge tip. With my TFV12, I can barely refill the top, if at all, without spilling it all down the side because of their fill port in the TFV12s, TFV8s, TFV4s, your baby beast. It's all the same, just bigger, smaller, whatever. So that's one of the only cons I have with this juice, because I mean that's just not good for tanks. It may be good for dripping, because you can just doop doop. Doesn't take 5 seconds because it just drops good loaded juice on it. But at the same time, it's like, what about the tanks out there? What about the vapors that don't like to use RDAs? That maybe you're driving and you don't want to necessarily take your eyes off the wheel to drip that RDA, whatever. And so that's literally the only con that I see with this juice. I mean, I've been ripping it. Obviously you can tell I've used a lot of this juice, and it is just amazing. I mean, the flavor, it is so crisp and so clean. It's just like you just ate 8 different tropical fruits at one time, and pow, fresh. And it is just so overwhelming with flavor. It's crazy. I mean, like I said, the only other time I've seen this kind of flavor is in the overdrive juice. And the overdrive is just a tad bit better because, I mean, this stuff is produced for basically bulk buy. And the overdrive is basically a premium. This, it is a great juice, do not get me wrong. But it's got kind of an uneven flavor at times. But I mean, 9 out of 10 times when I'm hitting this thing, it's constant, consistent fruit. And you see, it's great for cloud chasing. I mean, this juice, it chucks cloud. And I'm amazed. For 18 bucks, you can get a 120 ml online, but you have to bulk buy to get that price. But I mean, it's phenomenal. And I think for singles, you can get them roughly around 25 to 30 bucks for 120 ml, which is not bad. If you find a 30 ml that's 10 bucks, you're doing good. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's great. It's cheap. It's mostly consistent. But like I said, they gotta change this tip. I mean, it's easy refill because it does unscrew from the top, so you just have an open top there, and then it does twist open. So, but like I said, it doesn't work with tanks, and I mean that's at least 50% of the people out there. They at least have one mod with one tank that they like to just casually vape off of instead of having to just refill, having to re-wick. And with this, I mean, like I said, if you're driving, you got to take your hands off the wheel and everything. So people are going to use tanks while they're driving. And I mean, it's counterproductive. But the pros more than outweigh the cons. I mean, it blows that con out of the water. Especially since you have a couple of old vape juice bottles laying around with the fine tips. Wash them out, fill them up with this, use this as a refill bottle. And I mean, that works perfect. That's what I do for mine. And it's just a phenomenal juice. I mean, I keep saying that, but man, that flavor is there. That cloud is there. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's one of the lesser known juices. I mean, I've been vaping for 4 to 5 years. I've never once heard of this juice, and apparently they've been out for over 3 years. So, I mean, for it to just show up like this and just blow me away, that's saying something for me. I mean, I know y'all don't know me personally, and some of you may, but it's just crazy. I mean, the only time I would find a juice like this is premium, and I'd pay $20 for a 60 mil, $30 for a 60 mil, $35 for a 60 mil. And this, I mean, it's cheap. It's bulk, but it's also quality. I mean, you got the quantity and the quality right here. And with this TFE12, this is a juice hog because I am blowing some monstrous clouds with it right now. And I'm only vaping her at 120 watts. Anyway, to conclude, great juice, great buy. I recommend it. But like I said, you're going to have to get it shipped in. There's not really any local stores that I know of that carry it right now. I could be wrong, but it's up and coming right now. This is the juice that's going to rise. But again, this is the Texas Vapor Squatch, and I will see y'all next time.